Hi everybody, getting a little break from the sun here, waiting for one of the guys to get his lunch over with. One's working on some forms and the other one's getting water ready to mix again. We broke it up into sections, about a 1.2 meter screed, because they're going to just use hand trowel. The one guy that's got experience. So we decided to go a meter wide, and he's doing a pretty clean job actually. And he's taking a little break right now. We're waiting for more sand. We have some, but we need to get that water filled, and that's what that young guy in the corner is doing by the mixer. Those two are brothers. Slow process, but it's getting done. We're about halfway. Used quite a few bags of cement. I haven't even counted. I got a list. Just have to total everything. About another 50 yesterday. And it'll take us most of the way. Figure we need another 6 to 10 bags of cement. Here are about 90 pounds and average about $5 to $5.30, somewhere in there. The good stuff is $5.30ish, $5.30 I mean, per bag. Sand is about getting it for $20 a cubic meter. Truck can bring 2 at a time, so that kind of stuff isn't killing us regarding the price, at least. But it looks good so far. I'm happy with it. I used a transit again, and after the block, and found a little variation. So this was the high spot, and I started there with the forms, exterior forms. And it's got 4 inches here, but it's about 5.5 over yonder, closer to 5 at the back, and about 4.5 to 4 3/4 in the middle. And it varies, but these are, you know, put a level on any of them on the outside boards, and that's dead on. So the finished product I'm going to be happy with, at least for the sake of the exterior walls. Everything's going to be nice and straight, flat, I should say. Straight better be also. Clouds forming. You know, it's the forecast. Clouds are coming in. It's hard to tell when it's going to rain here. It's of course it gets cloudy, but sometimes clouds pass, as these seem to be doing presently. No rain. Next time you'll have the same formation and density, and it'll start to rain and then just pour. Yesterday just poured like you wouldn't believe. All this was just soaked. But that's life in the Philippines. That's Dante. That's the main man. He's about, I'm guessing, around 40. Just lives close by, just walking distance, 3-4 blocks distance. He likes it, and I enjoy having him because he's very dependable. Here before everybody. Doesn't wait to be told anything. He just does what he knows must be done. Usually I give him some ideas to what I anticipate for the next day, and he starts at it. So it's been all in good. Now the cement, each row, each meter, it's about a meter wide and by 22 foot, 21.5 foot. We cheated ourselves on the width too, unfortunately. Takes about 8 bags of cement, and of course the coarser stone over there, 3/4, then the sand and smaller stone right there, of which we're going to get a couple loads here pretty quick, and we'll hopefully be able to do one more run there. We're doing every second one and dropping back and finishing off. As you can see, the gray there, that's still wet. You just finished that. So that's the update. It might sound like a drag, and sometimes I feel like it is. I'll be happy when all that's done. I'm going to let it sit and cure for a few days because I want to have some expansion bolts right along the edge within an 1.5 to 2 inches. I want to make sure that stuff doesn't break out because I'm going to use metal studding, and the studs try to get 3.5 inch. It's impossible, and if there's some available, you won't get everything you need. So 3 inches standard. I'm going with 3. So those expansion bolts, or I might resort. I'll see how one works. If it busts concrete open, I'm going to have to. I've got another standby product where I have to pre-drill and tap in a plastic casing and then use screws with a big washer. We'll see. But I'm going to let that cure really well, like several days, and we're going to turn to this baby here, our well, which after it rains practically fills up. At least to see if I can see the water. Well, there's, you can see a little reflection. It's actually the main part of the well is right there. However, as you can see, it's sloped down from this side more than anything, and you can see the reflection of the water right there. So we got quite a wide berth of water there. I think it stops. I think I see a line right about there and one right about there. So we're going to remove all this stuff, get some heavy beams across here, build some kind of a contraption. I got a couple of hoists, so we're going to try to be safe and proficient as much as can be out here. I do have a lift on my truck that swings out the back of this little thing here. Might show you that while I think of it. I had this sent from the States. You can get them here, believe it or not, even though they're made in China through Harbor Freight. But as you can see, that hoist swings out, down, and of course, and it extends there, so I can get it way out here. However, the further you go out, the less weight it can handle, and just how close do I have to get to the hole, to the well, to make that functional. I don't think I can get close enough, so we're going to use a couple of heavy-duty winch hoists that I bought online, and try to do that. But in the meantime, this really is the only way I can get that 350-pound generator in here. I mean, how else does an old man handle that? I don't have schoolboys hanging around, so and at least no one would want to lift 350 pounds. So that works great. We're into those boxes today, so that's why it's a little messy. But other than that, that's the deal. Looks like our sand is here, so I'm going to exit for now. And thank you for watching. Everybody take care. And until next time, so long.